So what we showed here today is a brand new level that's only been seen over at Eurogamer in our panel, and it wasn't released wide, so you guys were some of the first to see it here today. It's a segment of gameplay that occurs in the later half of the game. Nathan Drake in Uncharted 3 Drake's Deception, he's searching for the fabled Atlantis of the Sands. It's located somewhere in the Rub al Khali Desert, which is 300 square miles of uninhabitable desert. The level we showed you today is a portion of that desert where Drake finishes wandering. He's exhausted, he's been in the desert for a while, he's dehydrated, and he's searching for water, and he thinks he's hallucinating. Drake's condition, you'll see it in his movements. He'll be fatigued more, he'll stumble around a little more, but once he gets into combat, you'll see that adrenaline pick up and Drake will react normally. You'll get the same control combat feels that you're used to in the rest of the game. The first level we showed you was the Chateau, which is located somewhere in France. We're not going to exactly say where, but it's one of the places Nathan Drake will go on his quest. In the French Chateau, obviously you encountered some of the enemies. Catherine Marlowe's hired thugs, her henchmen, if you want to say, and then they've decided that they found what they want, and in order to stop you, they started burning down the chateau. One of the other levels is one of our great epic set pieces. We showed you guys the cargo plane. In that, it's a moving set piece, much like you saw back at E3 with the cruise ship level, where at a point in the level, you cause catastrophic damage to the plane. The pilot starts diving and climbing to try and throw you out the back, and all the cargo inside is affected, as well as the enemies, and you're aiming. So Naughty Dog's very good at what they do. So the physics-based levels that they do, such as like the train in Uncharted 2 Among Thieves, we wanted to make that bigger. We wanted to have a few more of those. We have the cruise ship, like you saw at E3, the cargo plane as well. The cargo plane, all the cargo inside moves and slides around. So any piece you think you have of cover, it can slide away from you. It can crush you. I saw several of you guys take deaths from getting crushed by boxes today. We want to make sure that your experience is never the same when you go through that level. It's always dynamic. It's always changing. Depending on how you engage the enemies and what path you take through the plane, you'll get a different experience every time. What we want to do is keep the multiplayer fast and frantic. You guys can actually experience it right now. We've partnered with Subway, and you can go into Subway and get a code, and then you can download the competitive multiplayer right now and get a little bit of a head start on all your friends. All these stats, when you participate in the Subway multiplayer experience, transfer over to the full build November 1st. So you can get a little bit of a head start right now. We try to keep the epic set pieces. We want those feels to be there throughout the game. We don't want the game to constantly be that, because we want you enveloped in the story. We have puzzle elements too. This is just a small segment of the gameplay, but we feel it helps keeping that true cinematic style experience that you're used to in the Uncharted games. Uncharted 3 Drake's Deception is coming out exclusively on the PlayStation 3 November 1st.